symptoms for most people are milder, but we're seeing hospital cases rise and the number of patients in ICU also rising, another 266 in Ontario today. How
Yeah.
serious and severe is this becoming, or is it within the unvaccinated population that the most serious effects are happening?
It's clear that the unvaccinated are struggling much more with the situation. Whenever you're not immune, you don't have any immunity, things will get much more challenging. But what we're seeing basically is that roughly the risk of hospital admission compared with Delta is roughly halved, and the risk of ICU admission is roughly decreased by a factor of 4, which is, good news in itself. Otherwise, we would be challenged even more. But the problem, of course, is it's a numbers game, meaning if my risk of ICU admission is reduced by a factor of 4, I just need to wait 10 days until case numbers are 4 times as high, and this is compensated for. So transmission governs all these considerations, because if you have something which is highly transmissible, then you will always, through exponential growth, reach a moment when the camel's back breaks, meaning the healthcare system here, because your numbers are simply too large. Therefore, it was the right decision to intervene.
And part of the intervention in Ontario, anyway, is to kind of lock some things down again: restaurants, gyms, theaters, and obviously now home learning for students in Ontario schools. The province says it's going to, take a look at this again after 21 days, or on January 17th. What does the province need to look for in order to start opening things up again, or sending kids back to school?
Yeah, look, one of the challenges, of course, is that we can't trust our case counts at all, because our testing system is overwhelmed too. So right now, the earliest indicator we're having is hospital occupancy, and I would hope that we still are able sort of to interpret test positivity, if this would start to stabilize. Right now it still goes up. I will also have a call with my colleagues this evening from wastewater surveillance. I also hope that we will be able to use wastewater to monitor what's going on. It's a really challenging situation. Case counts can't really be interpreted.
And Dr. We talked a lot in the first year of the pandemic about herd immunity. Is that even part of the conversation now?
Look, what is important is to realize that once we are through with this wave, and we need to be aware of that, we need to ride this wave out. There's no way that it makes sense to suppress it, because the moment we will lift restrictions, it would flare up again. So we need to ride it out. At the end of that, most people, more than probably 98% of the population, will have had some immunity. Hopefully most of us through vaccination, perhaps plus an infection, and some only through infection. And this will start to change the face of the pandemic and will bring us much closer to endemicity, because that's the game changer. A pandemic flourishes because people are completely susceptible and don't have any immunity. Once everybody has had some immunity, things will change. Will it be without ripples? No, it won't. There will be complications, challenges, etc. But I would expect then that we don't have, these big waves anymore that are threatening the healthcare system.